Okay, one foot behind the other, please. Flipping over onto the top of the foot and giving the toes a rolly stretch out. Okay, and then go back, spin the other way. Yeah, that feels good this morning. And then flick it out and turn circles. Lovely. And change direction. Perfect. Pop the foot down. We'll do the same on the other side. How does it feel on this foot? Is this foot playing the same game today? Is it on the same page? And changing direction. Yeah, lovely. And then flick it out, please. Stay balanced, turn circles, and change direction. Ooh, good. And then come back down. I really like starting with that. So feet together, heels apart, knees bend, and we know what to do, circle the knees. I like to start with that because it just gets the ankles warm, doesn't it? Straight away, fired up, holding your balance, gets all the ligaments in the lower legs and the glutes obviously working. Changing direction, spinning a few times the other way. Good. And then coming up to stand. And as you rise up and the legs straighten, pull up the toes off of the floor, pull up through the front of the hips, the front line of the body, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then elevate the arms. Reach them all the way up as long as you can, toes up nice and high. And then we swap, toes go down, heels lift up, and the calves have a big squeeze, sending all that venous blood back up to your heart. And then gently come down, heels down, hands down. Stick your tailbone out behind you and give it a twirl in the air. And there's something to be said, isn't there, for getting up, just getting straight on your mat and starting to move. No matter what part of the practice you access today, change direction, whether it's just the warm-up. If you was to just do this, you would still feel the benefit. And I want you to really think about that during the day today. So how does it feel through the day for having got up this morning and moved in the way that we move together? All right. Slowly come back towards the center, lift the toes, pull up through the front line of the hips, the waist, the side ribs, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Imagine you've got a coin, a pound coin in between the shoulder blades and you want to grip it between them. Then lift the arms, reach up, toes still lifting, so feet feel strong, feel those ligaments on the top of each foot working. And then heels up, toes down, take a spin on the spot. If you can look up, brilliant. If you need to look forwards to hold your balance more easily, do that. Come back to center, lifting up, and take a little twist. Good work. And then return. Perfect. Hands down, heels down, and shake it out. All right. From here, can you take hold of your... okay, hold your strap. I might use it in a minute. Put it over your shoulder. Just get it out of the way, but at least we've got it. And then stepping your feet wide apart, turn the toes out, hands onto the hips and begin to swirl the knees in circles. I was going to do something a little bit different just now with the shoulders, but then I don't want to skip out the wrist movements that I think are very important here. So get a little bit lower if you can, more fluid. Feel how this opens up the inner thighs as well as strengthens the glutes and the thighs themselves. So let's take hands up, all of the way up to the ceiling. Link the fingers, bring the elbows together. When the elbows touch, stop lowering them and roll the wrists. Straighten the legs, squeeze the thighs a little, and then open the knees out to the sides and sink, and then rise up. You don't have to go down very low. Remember, you've just got up and squeeze, and coming back down and up. Oh dear, we've lost Patsy. Never mind. Coming down, she'll come back in a minute. And up. Now come down. Change the spin of your wrists. Change the link of the fingers. Little pulses here. Opening the knees out wide. Little movements up and down, up and down, up and down. 3, 2, 1. Rise. Shake it out of your hands, your shoulders. Lovely. And then heel toe your feet together. In fact, just put the strap down. I'm going to come back to it. I thought about something. We'll do it in a minute. Bend the knees and swing the arms across the front of your body. Remember, slightly stick the tailbone out behind you so that there is length in the lower back rather than you rounding the lower back. We don't want that. Okay. We're going to take right arm over left arm. Give yourself a hug or wrap the arms up to eagle arms and take 2 or 3 circles with the elbows. Good, and change direction. Oh, lovely. And then coming back towards this center, 3 breaths. First breath, breathe into your shoulder blades. And then exhale. Second breath, fill up the lower ribs. And exhale. Third breath, fill up the lower back. Keep it filled up and fold forwards. Soft knees, remember. Head hangs as much as you can. And if it's enough just to be in this position, stay here and softly breathe. Allow your body to arrive. If you want to take a little sway from side to side because you think that fluidity will really help, then please do. Okay, come back to center if you're swaying. Push into the feet, rise up, nice strong legs. Use the ground, push into the ground to lift the elbows up. And then release and swing again, crisscrossing the arms. Nice. So left over right is coming up. When that happens, do your preferred wrap and elbows in circles. Try and keep the hips still and just move through the upper body. And change direction. For the past week, I've had a nerve trapped in the middle of my back. And it's made lifting my arms in the air quite a challenge, actually. Come back to center. We're going to do our 3 breaths. So breathe at your own pace. First breath, shoulder blades. And out. And you know what to do. Middle of the back next. And I've been finding that these movements, exactly what we're doing right now, is right where the spot of it is. And breathe out. And then lower back. Breathe in. Keep it filled up and fold down. And just doing really simple mobility movements, sway if you want, has been really helpful because movement has really been the key. There have been times when I just needed to lie down, you know, and that thing of when I'm lying down, I'm okay. But the moment I want to roll over, agony, complete pain. And then, but then you're still again and it's okay. So it was that initial movement. And then I couldn't lift my arms in the air, so I couldn't brush my hair. It was really weird. Well, not really weird, but you know. But I just had to go with it. And as soon as I was up and moving, absolutely fine, not even a twinge. But it's really weird, the initiation of movement. So yeah, just kept the area open, push into the feet, rise up. And it seems to be easing off. It's taken a few days. And then gently release and swing. Okay, come up to stand and then changing the angle of your toes a little bit, and we'll swing this out. So yeah, this is the other move. My body was resisting. It's the twisty kind of movements. So lengthening, folding, back bending have all been really good, and I've been doing those. But just moving into these different planes of the body that allow for twists. It's a bit more tricky because it just still niggly. It's weird. Anyway, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I haven't stopped moving. I haven't been doing loads. Hi, Patsy, welcome back. We're here. We missed you for a moment. Anyway, yes, so it was movement that's the key. Movements, it was undoubtedly, I didn't sit on the sofa feeling sorry. I didn't take any painkillers. It wasn't about that. It was about just going, okay, body needs a little bit of rest, needs a little bit of kindness, but I do need to keep opening it up to try to release whatever was stuck. And yeah, just kind of honoured that process over the last few days. Okay, lovely stuff. Right, slow things down a little bit and reach for your strap. Hold your strap in a distance that's a bit wider than your shoulders. Have your feet in a comfortable position. They could roughly stay a bit wider than your hips. And then take your arms up above your head. Now you can have your hands closer together than I just had if you want to. And you're going to try and keep your hips very still, but you're moving your rib cage in circles. Very good. And then changing direction. So try and keep the hips as they are, just isolating the movement into the ribs, the upper back. Lovely. Come back to center and pop the strap down. Slide the hands a little bit wider. Sorry, I didn't mean pop the strap down on the floor. And then taking the arms up and all the way out behind you. So widen the hands if you need a little bit more space. Coming back up and over. Step forwards to my little plant, my coconut plant. And then back and up. Try and keep the hands level. You will have a dominating arm. You might have an old injury in the shoulder, which you must be careful through. Okay. And then one more. Perfect. And back. And then for now, just pop your strap near the top end of your mat. We will come back and play with it in a little bit. So we're here. Close down your eyes. Just stand with ease, arms long, hanging down by your sides. Shoulders relaxed. Back of the head lifting up towards the ceiling. So remember, bones up, flesh down. Big breath in. Long, slow breath out. And then lifting the tip of one ear up towards the ceiling. And then do the other side. Lift the tip of the ear up to the ceiling. And go side to side. Now, what I want you to notice is, does this feel easier than it usually does? Because after doing the shoulder movements that we just did, just two simple things, I think that that makes a little bit of a difference to my neck. Now you're going to side bend. So tip of the ear goes up, body moves laterally and come back. Tip of the ear up, body moves down to the side. Let's keep going side to side, please. Doesn't have to be very far. It's not a challenge to see how long you can get the fingers down the outer leg. Okay, and then we can come back up towards the center when you're ready. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll back a few times. Good. And standing on the spot, just turn your head, look over one shoulder, and come back. Turn your head, look over the other shoulder, and come back. Lovely. Drop your chin towards your chest, and then lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Drop your chin towards your chest and round your shoulders a little bit forwards here. And then roll the shoulders a little bit back as the chest opens up. Go forwards a little bit deeper, rounding through the whole back spine, dangling the arms down. And then rising, but hands go behind you. Imagine there's ribbon on the wrists and just taking the arms back as you push the hips forwards. Then go down, fingertips finding the floor. Bit of a deeper fold, hang the head. And rising up, hands come all the way up. Reach towards the ceiling, look up. Thumbs and hands meet and bring hands down to heart center. Pause here, shoulders relaxed. Feel the warmth of each palm. Feel the heat that has started to generate in your body from these movements. Feel the mat beneath your feet. And as you press into the mat, lift the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Together, take a breath in. And a breath out. On your next breath in, when it comes, raise your hands all the way up, any way you like, up to the sky. And then folding down, hands can release any way you like down to the ground. Soften the knees enough so that you can relax forwards into this. Head hanging, not too much effort. Slide the hands up onto the shins, look along the floor in front of you, pull up the sit bones. Then put the hands down onto the floor and either walk your feet back or crawl your hands forwards and take some spins of the shoulders over the wrists. Partly for shoulder mobility, but mostly to get the hands used to taking your body weight and changing direction. Lovely. From here, back towards the center. Lift the tail, tuck the toes, lift the chest, look forwards. And then lower the chest as close as you can to the ground before swooping through, pulling up the collarbones, legs out long behind, squeeze the thighs. knees, toes, and fold yourself back to down dog, where we'll just spend an extra couple of breaths lengthening the spine, hanging the head. Good job. Then from here, walk forwards up towards the top of the mat and hang down. Take an inhalation, rise all of the way up. Hands lift, palms meet. Hands down to heart center. Good. Before we go again, hands straight up. Folding down, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to floor, step back, find a plank this time, a nice long plank. Shoulders over the wrists, legs engaged, heels pointing back. Nice. Then chaturanga or knees, chin, chest, whatever you feel your practice wishes to take you. And then inhaling into a back bend. Folding back on the exhale to downward dog. Remember, you can take a little bit more time and have a little pedal of the heels once you get here again. A little sway of the hips. Nice. Before we walk up towards the top of the mat, take a big fold down and then an inhale to rise. And as you rise, take a little bit of a back bend, squeeze the thighs, open the chest, palms to heart center. Straight back up again. Inhale, open the hands, take the same back bend. Folding down, exhale all the way down. Take a halfway lift, inhale, look along the floor, if you've got space to. Hands to ground, walk back, find that lovely plank that you did a moment ago. Nice long arms, remember, lift the back of the heart to the ceiling. So we're spreading the space on the back of the shoulder blades this time. Then knees, toes are tucked, chin and chest, or chaturanga, of course. Cobra or upward dog. And then rolling back to downward dog. And now we change it up just a little bit. So feel yourself arriving here, hanging the head in between the arms, the heart moving towards the knees, the backs of the legs lengthening slightly. Okay, so we're going to take right foot all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale. Step it forwards and lower the back knee to the floor when you're ready. You can untuck the back toes if you like. You're going to hold on to your strap and holding it wider than your shoulders. I want you to lift the arms up and open your body into an Anjaneyasana. I think we did this on Tuesday. I think it holds really well with this because it opens your shoulders. It gives you that little bit more confidence to lean back maybe. Then folding forwards, you're going to touch the strap onto the shin and lift your right toes. Then inhale, you're touching just the length of the strap rather than using your hands to touch your shin, if that makes sense. You can always bring the knuckles or the palms down onto the floor if you need to. I'm going to do this one more time. Inhaling up and leaning back into this. Really use the extension through the shoulders here. And then gently fold. Good. From here, lay the strap across the front of the mat. Leave it there. Lift the back knee. Stretch back through the heel, please. Okay. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling for a little bit of a twist. Perfect. And then right hand back down. Step back to plank. Your choice of vinyasa or rest. Knees, chin, chest, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Remember, nice, strong, use the floor. And then folding back to downward dog and pushing back through the thigh bones again. Head hangs in between your long arms. Other side, lift left foot up to the sky. Breathe in, nice long reach through the toes. Step forwards, breathe out, and back knee down, untuck back toes. Hold strap again. So lunging with the hips, opening up the right hip, reaching up and backwards through the knuckles as you hold the strap here. And then gently folding, straightening the front leg, touching the strap onto the shin. Inhaling and rising. Opening, seeing if that shoulder range increases, allows you to open up the chest some more. Folding and lifting. Remember, I said at the beginning, if you get fed up with using the strap, just put it down. All of these poses can be done without it. Fold down, hands to floor, step back. Sorry, we could have lifted the knee then. We did the first time. And then taking a vinyasa of your choice. I won't talk you through. You know what you're doing. But meet me back in a downward facing dog as soon as you're ready. Very nice. Walk up to the top of your mat, please, and hang down over both legs. Hold your strap. Hold it quite wide. Remember how we took the arms behind us? That's what we're going to do now. So come up to stand, taking the strap all of the way up into the air and out behind you. Lovely. Keep it there. Fold halfway down. Draw the navel in. Send the sit bones back and up. And if possible, keep the hands in this position and squeeze between your shoulder blades. Draw the navel in and lengthen the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now we stay in this forward fold position. Soften the knees, get a little deeper, a little further down towards the floor. But then we're going to take the arms back up and over and put the strap down onto the ground. Plant the hands, walk the feet back and come to plank. Your choice if you want of vinyasa or rest. Come through it at your own pace. Lovely. And meet me back in a downward dog. Taking an extra breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Super stuff. Take your right foot up towards the ceiling. Lift it up high. Anchor the left foot towards the ground. Right foot steps up to the top of the mat. Back knee down. And hold the strap. You know what's coming. You're going to take the hands all of the way up and over. Then lift the back knee, push back through the back heel and make a diagonal fold with your body, reaching the strap forwards and bending the front knee. Nice. Come all of the way up. Turn to the side, spinning the heel down. Now separate the hands. Take the strap behind your head and find a version of Warrior Two that's just a little bit different in your arm position. Good. Now straighten the front leg and side bend to a triangle. Keep the strap. Doesn't matter where the hands go. Remember what I said. If you get fed up with the strap, just put it down. Do these poses without it. Now we're going to go back to a reverse warrior. So bend the front knee, lean sideways backwards, left hand's going down, right hand's going up. And it's almost as though you're trying to pull the hands apart. Very good. Now cartwheel to the top of the mat. Don't lose the strap. Put the left hand on the floor, palm flat, but with the strap underneath the hand. And then bending the front knee, turn your body, put the strap behind your head and lift your right hand up to the ceiling. So we're back into this position, which I forgot to do on the left side just a moment ago. I apologize. Okay, put the strap down, plant the right hand and step back to plank. Ooh, took my mat with me. Nice. Your choice, vinyasa, knees, chin, chest or chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog, and folding back to downward dog. Nice long. And what I want you to start feeling here is, are my shoulders feeling a little bit more spacious? Can I get my heart closer towards my knees, my head lower towards the ground in my down dog? Don't worry about the legs. Just notice what's going on through the upper body. Okay, left side. Lift left foot up to the sky. Breathe in. Step left foot forwards up to the top of the mat. Breathe out, back knee down. Hold your strap, take it above your head and open the chest. Lean back into the Vinyasa. Notice that you can take your hands, because they're wide as well, they're so much further back. Keep letting the hips lunge forwards. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Find that diagonal stretch through your body, reaching the hands forwards. Good. Then spin the back heel to the floor. Turn to the side. Find a warrior two. Now slide your hands wider, further away from each other, and the strap is behind your head. Good. Straighten the front leg. This is a very long triangle. Tilt to the side, getting the left hand downwards, the right hand up. Very good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the front knee. Reverse your warrior by tilting backwards the other way. So right hand's coming down to the back thigh, left hand's going up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now we cartwheel towards the top of the mat. But remember, what we're doing is we're going to put the right hand on the floor with the strap underneath your palm. So the palm is flat. Spin up the back heel and turn. You can put the strap behind your head and turn into the twist that we missed out. This is the one. Keep bending the front knee and sinking the hips to the floor. Push the right heel back. Lovely. And then put the hands down and step back. And we can take a vinyasa if you like. Knees, chest and chin. Lifting up, breathe in. And rolling back to down dog and breathe out. Very good. Pop the knees down onto the floor. Just take a little moment to rest in a child's pose. Okay, just a couple more breaths, please. Okay, so sliding your fingers forwards, coming up to an all fours position, tucking your toes, folding back to a down dog, enjoying the length and the space through the shoulders, I hope. Walking forwards, holding the strap, but gently letting yourself fold over both legs. Take an inhalation, rise up. Take the strap above you, above your head, but then sink your body into Utkatasana legs. So let the shins fall forwards, the sit bones sit down. Notice that your hands can be much wider apart for this. Then we're going to change it up. You're going to take the hands behind your back. Keep the Utkatasana legs. Just take the hands behind if that's available to you. Then open the arms, take them all the way up and over. Just mind my little plant out the way. And then reach and slowly fold down over the legs towards the ground again. Lift the back of the sit bones up towards the ceiling and hang your head. Leave your strap where it is, she says. We're going to grab it in just a sec. However, just step back with your left foot, please. Lower the left knee. And hold the strap, untuck the back toes, and lift up Vinyasa, really lunging through the hips but opening up through the chest. Good job. Slowly come forwards, tuck back toes, lift back knee, push the heel backwards. Rise up, warrior two. Remember, slide the hands away from each other, sink into the hips, strap behind the back of your head. Triangle pose next, so straighten the front leg, tilt, see if you can bring right hand down towards right ankle or thereabouts or wherever feels right. Good. Then we reverse the warrior. Right knee bends, left hand goes down, right hand goes up. Take the side bend. Perfect. Now coming back, you're going to cartwheel. So now the left hand goes to the floor with the strap under the palm, the strap's behind your head, and you're gently lifting the right hand up to the ceiling. Nice. Lower down, turn back, and step back to plank. Okay. Either chaturanga or knees, chin, chest. What do your shoulders feel like doing right now? Because this is much more about the strength through the shoulders as you work through these vinyasa. Whereas the other work we've done today is about mobility. Breathe in and breathe out. We rise, left foot lifted up, breathe in. Step it forwards towards the front, back knee comes down. Untuck back toes, take an inhale, lift the strap. Remember, you can ditch it if you've had enough. Well done. Slowly float forwards, exhaling, tuck back toes, send back the heel. Turn to the side, back heel spins down, strap behind the head. Warrior two. Very nice. Triangle pose, front leg straightens, tilt. I like triangle with a strap. I've decided. Coming back, bend the front knee, tilt to the back leg, left hand up to the ceiling, like you're trying to push or pull the strap upwards. Then we cartwheel, the transition that's a bit awkward. The right heel lifts behind you, the right hand goes down with the strap underneath the palm, and the left hand lifts up to the sky. Push back through the right heel. Good. And then lowering, losing the strap, stepping back. Well done. Last vinyasa. If you've got one more in you, if you need to rest it out into a child's pose, go for it. Okay. Pop the knees to the ground and come and sit onto your bottom. Okay. Hold the backs of the thighs. Come onto the tippy toes. And maybe float the feet off of the floor if you wish. You can bring the shins up into a half boat position. Really good. If you want, let go. Good. Hold it. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. Slowly, making sure there's space behind you, lower yourself to the ground. Make a bowl shape through the back of your body. Engage your tummy muscles. And then slowly find the ground. If you need to bend the knees and rock your knees from side to side a few times, please do. If you're grateful to be down on the ground, enjoying the stillness, this is where it's at, and surprised at, well, not, I shouldn't be surprised, but It's that muggy kind of transition time, isn't it? Now, as we approach autumn and summer starts to say goodbye. So remember how I touched upon getting tired in your yoga practice? I think I spoke about this a little bit again on Tuesday. Your practice should be tiring, but not to the point of exhaustion. You should feel, now that you're here in Shavasana on the floor, that you've done just enough. You can feel the after effects, the gratitude of your muscles to rest for a little while. We have to move our energy. It doesn't like to be still. It likes to keep moving in all different kind of formats. Sometimes quick, sometimes slow, sometimes out, sometimes in. Once we've moved our energy, we then need to offer it these times of stillness so we can consolidate it and rebuild it, settle and grow. Just the same in a kind of working week, if you like. You work Monday to Friday and have the weekend to rest, to do something different, to move your energy in a different way. The problem comes when we don't honour these natural cycles, these natural rises and falls. And we just keep going all of the time without taking the time to rest. So honour this time. Be grateful for the opportunity of this time for stillness. And if it hasn't been enough time, then perhaps set aside some later so you can come back to your mat or come sit in a chair. Pause in your back garden in between the rain showers and smell the sweetness of the earth after the rain. So starting to bring your awareness back into the space that you are in. And together, let's breathe in. Open your mouth and release. Have a wiggle of your fingers and toes, a roll of your head from side to side. And then you can gather your knees in towards you. Have a little rock from side to side. And however you like to come up to sit, find your way to that position now. Yay, welcome back. All right, let's finish together. Well done, fingertips out to the sides. As you inhale, hands go up, palms meet. And as you exhale, hands come down to heart. Thank you so much for getting up and practicing together this morning. Kudos to you all and namaste. Have a lovely, lovely day.